Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Well, I'm just getting ready this morning and I thought I'd get ready with you and I'd show you a couple of things that I have. Kind of getting ready for our spring summer giveaway. So I got some items I want to show you. But first, I just want to have a little cup of coffee with you. How you doing? Are you doing okay? I hope you're doing okay. That is some good caramel flavored coffee, which I love. Okay. One of you asked from beginning to end would I do my makeup with no pre-done stuff so you can see exactly what I do. I've done this before, but I'll be happy to do it again because I got to do it. My skincare regimen right now is something I really, really like. One of them's easy to find, one you can just get on the internet. The easy to find one is the It Feel the Mama Anti-Aging Ultra Hydrating Sensory Awakening Primer Serum. So it's a serum, but it's also a primer. It has caviar extract, hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, hyaluronic acid, vitamins A, C, and F, argan oil, jojoba oil, avocado, and deep water ocean, plus balancing treatment essential oils. And can I tell you, you can sense all of this. But you could go online to itcosmetics.com and check out the ingredient lines of everything. But this is a serum, and I like the application method of being the pump. This is a pure vitamin C serum. Now remember, this already had vitamin C, so I'm getting double C and no E. Anyway, this is from 100% Pure. That's the brand name. And if you want to get this, you can go to www.100 the number 100% the word, so 100% pure.com. And it says it's stable and it's potent and it's in this colored glass to make sure that it stays that way. And it has organic aloe gel, vitamin C, which is magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, vegetable cellulose, vitamin E. So this has the vitamin E in it. Green apple extract, grape extract, vitamin B5, which is panthenol, smoothing agent, I think, antioxidant, broccoli seed oil, flaxseed oil, evening primrose oil, Canadian bark, which is willow bark extract, and witch hazel, and ethyl hexyl glycerin. Now, first of all, it's gluten-free, cruelty-free, but I think you should go and first make sure that you don't have any allergens to any of that stuff. Sometimes things are good, but you're allergic, so just remember that. All right, so I just do one pump. I don't even think it's always a full pump, to be honest with you. I'm about out of this, so I need to head to Ulta and get me some more. Because this is only sold at Ulta. The It Cosmetics line is only sold at Ulta. And this is just my serum. I use it. I know it's not a moisturizer, but because the oil's in it, it is a moisturizer. So I don't use a moisturizer and this. I use a moisturizer or this. So now the one exception of that is sometimes I will use the It Cosmetics serum after I've used my, if I'm using my Chanel face cream, which y'all know I do love that. This is so smooth that I'm just rubbing. And I'm rubbing hard on the cheeks and light under the eyes. Just very, like the finger pressure under the eyes. Real hard in the crow's feet though, and very hard on the sides. Charlotte Tilbury taught that she even uses her knuckles to really push up and break up toxins in the muscles and skins. I don't know if that's true, but anyway, so she's a professional. And then because it is serum, I put it over my eyes because it is also primer. So it's a makeup primer, a serum, and I believe a moisturizer. And then just to wipe off my hands, I go down my neck. Make sure you get right here by your mouth, y'all. These wrinkles right here. Just rub it in real good. Good, and go down your neck. Down your neck. Until you got it all off your fingers. Okay, and then also, any residues you don't get on your makeup items and brushes, always have your little towel handy. Makeup towel handy. which I always lay down when I first start my makeup. I do recommend that. Okay, so because I feel like I'm very moisturized, and this does, what's the word? Also rub it into my hands. Because I feel like this does absorb very, very quickly, I feel like it's okay to put my base on immediately afterwards. Another moisturizer y'all know that I love, if I wasn't using this, I just don't feel like I need it right now because I feel very moisturized, is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And then y'all also know that I love my Chanel Cream Riche. It looks like Cream Rich face cream. So those are the three I choose from each day. And if I use this regimen, I generally don't feel I need the other two. So I am going to use this is a Sigma F80 flathead kabuki brush. And I've just shaken up my base, which is the Perfection Lumiere Velvet in color number 22 Beige Rose. And you always shake it up real good, and then I just do a circle like that. Whoops. And I start on either side of the nose, right there, and then down the nose. And lately, I have been going here first because I realize that my age spots are need the most coverage. And sometimes I will put, concealer on them, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just let them show through a little bit. Go on either side of the nose and mash down. Make sure you're getting those little cruxes. And now I'm going to, I think I did this already, but now I'm going the opposite direction. I was going vertical, now I'm going horizontal all the way back to make sure I don't have any lines. And then I'm using the edge of this brush to go on either sides of the crux of the nose. You just want to make sure you get your nose holes and right on either side of your nose bone and down on either side of this crux. What's the word? Like a crevice, isn't it? Right there. Nothing looks worse than to see makeup build up right there at the top of your nostrils. It looks really gross. So make sure that you blend that out. Then one of the other things, once I'm sure I've got on my chin, I stamp it in. What does that do? It's just filling the holes. We already had primer. And then with what's left over, I go on my forehead. Because I don't want a lot of makeup on my forehead, to be honest. I want the color blend and drop my jaw and blend out that line at the end of your face right there. You want to go past that and on down your neck. Just to have what's left over on the brush come off, number one. And number two, to make sure that you have this color kind of blended down. There's not much left, but it's okay. You just want to get it off the brush. Then I wipe off onto my cloth below right here. I just wipe off any excess until the next brush cleaning. This was just cleaned. This brush was just cleaned. It's always so nice right after you just clean it. My nose is running today. Excuse me. Yep, look at that. Clean. So wipe it off afterwards and then, air it out by just kind of doing like that and then straighten it up and put it back for the next use. Let me close my lid on my Chanel. Okay, y'all, my little nose is running. Forgive me. Just a little bit. I'm not picking my nose, I promise. I'm just getting the wetness. It's allergy season. I think it just likes to run. So forgive me that I'm doing that on camera, but I'm just being real. Sometimes you gotta wipe your nosy. I think I am gonna go ahead and use concealer today. So I'm using my Instant Age Rewind in color Fair or Claire. And I'm just going to go under the eyes. My eyes are irritated right now, so it must be allergies. Going on either side of the nose, like that, and down that wrinkle right there, and then just kind of blend it out. Now, I can do a couple of things. I can go here, where that wrinkle is, and right here, down the nose, and right here. You do not have to do that. Another thing you can do is here. But the lighter color down here, and this gives you what? A facelift. Okay, do you see that? Where you get a facelift out of it? But that means you gotta do a lot of blending. So here I go, blendy blend. Where's my, I will use, let's see, what do I want to use? Too many brushes to pick from. Okay, this is an overload of brushes right here. When you do something like this, you actually make it harder on yourself because you're like, what do I pick? Right? It's too much. And this is one of 5 this fall that I have. It's ridiculous. I should pick 10 brushes that I use nonstop and get rid of the other ones. And give them away to y'all, is what y'all are saying. I could use a concealer brush, but I think I'm just going to use, this is the Chic foundation brush. I'm just going to use this because it'll be a good blender. It's very dense, and I just kind of want to blend this color in as well as right on the side of the nosy, down that wrinkle. Blend out these edges. Put your tongue in there to make sure you get that crease blended out. And then right there. And this is why I felt the need to use a foundation blush, to make sure I blend this in. Okay. Here's the side of the nose. The sides of my nose tend to get red because I wear glasses. So I'm just kind of feathering this out. There. There. Now this has made my face sufficiently white. Really make sure you get the color, the product back out. I'll leave the white coloring right there, but make sure you get the product out, or you will have a huge cakey buildup in your wrinkles, y'all. Yeah. And what people say for that is to set it with powder. I completely disagree. Because that powder doesn't come back off, and if you're older, I mean, you can dust it out, bake it, blah, blah, blah. But unless you have a young, oily face, that doesn't work. If you have a young, oily face, it will work, but I'm not sure it doesn't set your wrinkles. So I don't recommend baking or setting with powder. I think the best thing to do is take it back off with your fingers. Like, pat it. And what that's doing is taking some of it off. It also blends it out. Another way that you can do it is use... someone asked me why I don't use a sponge blender. I think it's kind of I don't know, but it is good if you get it nice and damp, squeeze all the water out, and then bounce it on your face. It blends color in, and it also takes some of the makeup off as you go. And then I felt you really got to wash that sponge. Have you ever tried to wash a sponge, like wash it with soap and then get all the soap and the product back out? It's a lot of work. To me, it's easier